All right, so if you watched my video on my intake install, I've been driving it around for a week or so, and it makes a lot of noise. I know people love the sound of a blow-off valve and the whoosh sound and all that stuff, but I gotta say I'm not a big fan. But I also want to manage, overall performance and longevity of the turbo, which, whether or not it's true, people say that it helps your turbos last longer. But anyway, at about 3,500 RPMs and right around zero boost, I was getting a very obnoxious buzzing sound. Go away if I let up on the gas. It would go away if I accelerated, but if it was a sweet spot, it would just buzz. So I wasn't sure what it was. I thought it was probably just the valve that, comes with the system. So it's this one. If you know anything about them, let me know. They don't seem to be adjustable. It seems like it's just a spring and you're done, and there's no way to change it. So it's a Denso. Yeah, so if you know anything, let me know. But anyway, I decided before I just gave up on the whole system, which was my initial reaction, was I was just going to put the stock system back on and lose all of this. I decided to swap out with my original blow-off valve that I installed before I bought this, and figured I'll just put that in the middle and see what happens. And I just took it out for a drive. The video will follow. And it sounds great, runs great. Like, it's still got the blow-off sound, which of course it's going to have. I'm gonna have to suck it up. But I don't hate it as much in this new setup. So I've been pretty pleased, in the short drive that I just took. So yeah, I just wanted to update everybody. So it was recommended, like, maybe try a different blow-off valve. So I just went back to my original one, and I'm gonna drive around for another week or so and see what I think. I'll probably keep it at this point. Pretty satisfied with it now that it's not making that horrible buzzing sound. I don't love that I had to zip tie this, but I didn't want it bouncing around. It was kind of hitting my shock tower bolts. So there might be a better hose situation, but I've also got the auto locking hubs, which get in the way. The system gets in the way. So this is the same system I had before, and it fortunately worked well to connect right to, the spot there. So I figured I'd just leave it, and yeah. So I was hoping this was going to be a short, but based on my 3 minutes I just talked and my video that's going to follow the test drive, I've blown that. So apologies. All right, now I'm out test driving with the new or old blow-off valve added. It's definitely not making the buzzing sound anymore. And watching climbing to 3,500 RPM and watching, trying to keep the boost at zero, and it's not making that sound. So definitely it was the valve that came with it making that noise. It was probably harmless, but it didn't sound great. I didn't think I could capture it very well on video, so I didn't even bother. But I thought it might be vibration. I tried to check vibration and it didn't seem like it was that. So I was gonna just take it off altogether. But I thought before I go to that extreme, after the money I spent to buy it and have it shipped here, that I would just swap the blow-off valve portion of it and see if that changed anything. So seems to be running great. Not making any obnoxious noises other than the sounds it's supposed to make, like the blow-off. But yeah, here we go. Should be able to hear it. So accelerating. Now let off. So yeah, I still get a little bit of hiss at cruise, but from what I've heard, that's normal as it's just releasing pressure. As soon as I even slightly add some throttle, it goes away, and then when I let go, it releases. So it seems to be operating normal. I think there's some nuance to being an automatic, but again, first turbo, first blow-off valve car for me, so takes some getting used to, I guess. But anyway, just wanted to share the latest.